It is Championship Friday, May 29th. We are live in Lions Park as the #1 seed, Tapia Purple Pickles, take on the #3 seed, Thomas Red Racers, in the Ponytail Miners Championship, presented by SSVEC. It's Jeff Davenport on the call, John Berger behind the camera, Cody Ethel back in the studio, giving you all the graphics and fun for this championship minors game. Now remember, these are 8, 9, and 10-year-old girls that are out here on this field. The Purple Pickles are the home team, and that is why they are in the field right now here at Lions Park. The last time John and I came to Lions Park, let's put this in perspective. Did you get flashbacks driving up that road that was flooded the last time we were here? Yeah. It was a flooded road because we were supposed to come and cover a game here at Lions Park, but we couldn't get through because the road was flash flooded. And so we took videos of the flash flood that ended up going viral. And so we still got viral videos out of it, which was a heck of a lot of fun. As the Purple Pickles are ready in the field, getting ready to start today's game, brought to you by SSVEC and also by our other sponsors, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, BEREAN Academy, Stan Greer Millworks, Edmore's Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, The Doggo Lotto, Sierra Toyota, Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Sonic of Sierra Vista, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, Grasshopper Landscaping, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, and Aloe Fiber. That is ball 2 high to the leadoff hitter for the Red Racers. That's Brooklyn, according to the lineup sheet here, and that's a called strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. There is no scoreboard here at Lions Park, so we'll do our best. And this is game 1 of a doubleheader. Ball outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. So the second game will be the Majors Championship game. And that goes in the dirt for ball 4. As the leadoff hitter is aboard for the Red Racers. And they take off and steal second base. They steal second, and then they'll round and run to third. The Red Racers as the #3 seed, and they'll hit all the way home. It's 1-0 Red Racers, and the bases are empty with no outs. Oh, goodness. That one slipped out of the hand, crosses the plate, low. So it is already 1-0 Red Racers here. Swing and a miss. So glad you're joining us. Be sure to share this video around. It's emanating from the Cool FM Live YouTube page. And there is strike 2 on a swing and a miss. That's a grounder to the third baseman, goes underneath through the wickets. The left fielder throws it back in right away, and they get it back to the pitcher. So a 2-strike single puts a runner aboard with no outs here in the top of the first. And it appears that maybe one of the coaches is helping with the umpiring, as that's a called strike to #3, Kensley. For the Red Racers, as Taya takes off and heads down to second base. They will not throw to second because of what happened last time. On the overthrow, where 2 extra bases were stolen, and it was a 1-0 game. No outs here in the top of the first. So I'm not sure if this batting order looks correct here. I'm just going to be doing my best as we make our way through it. I got photos, but the numbers don't seem to be matching up with the players. And that's a called strike. And that is a strike 3, brought to you by SSVEC. So 2 down. Or is that 1 down? That's just 1 out. As the ball gets past the catcher, runner advances to third. Because again, this seems to be out of order. It looks like number 6 is on third base, but number 6 is listed as Adeline. So again, we're just doing the best that we can here as the Red Racers have a runner on third with 1 out. That ball was popped up in the air, foul. It is a breezy day here at Lions Park in Benson, Arizona. Breezy day across Cochise County. Keeping the temperatures nice, 81 degrees here. Number 8, if going by the number instead of the batting order, that appears to be Nora on the Red Racer team. As the pitcher looks back, the base runner on third. 3-0 count. And that goes in the dirt. And is that ball 4? That is not. I can't hear because of the breeze over here. It's difficult to hear the umpire. Now I think he said 3 balls, 1 strike. So, and that'll go outside. No, it's got a called strike right on that outside part of the plate. 1-0 game with 1 down, runner on third for the Red Racers. And that will go high. Great job by the catcher, keeping that ball from getting past her. And that easily would have scored the runner from third. But with 1 down, there's runners on the corners. And hustling up to home plate is number 7, who's listed as Tapia, if by the jersey number for the Red Racers. Not the batting order that we were used to seeing. On the pass ball, the runner will steal second. The runner at third will hold. So 2 are in scoring position now with only 1 out. Good job by the catcher to make sure that that backhand didn't get past her. Red Racer team, very aggressive here in the top of the first, already leading 1-0 with 1 out. Oh, that pitch is going to go over the head. And the runner will not go all the way home. Go about halfway, stop, turn around, and head back to third. Good job by the shortstop of the Purple Pickles to be backing up the third baseman. That's going to go in the dirt. And again, this is the championship game. And ball 4. The bases are loaded. The Red Racers are rolling here in the top of the first. As number 11, it looks like. Does it look like 11? I can't tell. Or is that, yeah, at bat. The jerseys are very sparkly on the back. It is 11? Okay, there is no number 11 listed on this. I think I have the wrong, where they're backwards. Let me see here. I think they were put in backwards. Yeah, they were put in backwards, unfortunately. So I believe I figured out the issue. What is listed as the Red Racers is actually Purple Pickles. And So I'm guessing this is Vita. And number 9, Holly, should be in the on-deck circle. So Tegan was number 7. This is Vita. Watching that go outside. So let me see if I can find Adeline on the other. Yep. Okay, there's Adeline. Yep. All right. So they wrote down the wrong thing. That's okay. That ball is high. A walk scores a run. And she's going to run home. And the throw goes over the head of the catcher. And now the runners will advance from first to second and second to third. It's 2-0 Red Racers here in the top of the first as number 9, Holly, comes to the plate. Number 8, Whitley, is on third. That goes inside and low for ball 2. The Red Racers becoming the Speed Racers. And they don't bother throwing back. Again, this defense and pitching could be an issue for the Purple Pickles. They are the number 1 seed coming into this game. But unfortunately, the number 3 seed has found... Oh, I thought they were going to run home. It was ball 4. So, again, bases are loaded. Is it 2-0 or 3-0? I can't remember. Cody texted me. Or John will take a peek at the score. Should be 2-0.
Oh, yeah, because she scored right after that.
Yeah.
You're right.
2-0, bases loaded, 1 down. As Aubrey comes to the plate. Strike called. Here at Lions Park in Benson, Arizona. Yeah, the pitches keep going high. And they almost send the runner all the way home. She's literally standing halfway between, maybe even over halfway home.
It's all about base running for league softball.
And Whitley is the pitcher. She's standing on third for the Red Racers. We'll see how she does once we get to the bottom of the first inning. But with the bases loaded and only 1 down, a 2-run lead out of the gate for the Red Racers. Benson Bobcats coach Fred Trujillo hanging out here today. Hey, Coach, how are you doing?
How are you?
Oh, good to see you, sir. Thanks so much for swinging by. Which team are you rooting for here?
The team in the outfield.
That's the Purple Pickles.
Yes.
Do you have any family members who are a part of this team?
Yeah, my granddaughter plays shortstop.
Oh my goodness, your granddaughter's a shortstop for the Purple Pickles. That's amazing. Well, we're glad that you're here, and congratulations again on such a fantastic season for
Thank you.
for the Benson baseball team. We loved seeing you guys off as you headed out. That's a run score, so it will be 3-0, and we'll see how. I mean, my goodness, we're going to see what the Purple Pickles offense is going to do. Now, they're the number 1 seed coming into today, and how has their offense been over the course of this year?
Usually pretty good. I mean, they score quite a bit of runs, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, again, congratulations to the Bobcats, and absolutely awesome season for them. And, looking forward. How do you feel when the season's over? Obviously, you want to come home with the championship. That didn't happen, but you certainly took it as far as you could possibly go, and that was an amazing run. And what happens? What is summer like for Coach Trujillo?
I was busy. We just, with all the all-star selections and picking the all-region, all-state, the AIA all-region, so I've been pretty busy, and me and my assistants coach the 1 through 3/8 all-star team last week in Goodyear.
Wow.
So got a couple of days break. And tomorrow we start our monsoon season. Tomorrow we start working out. So my summer's always busy.
Oh, man. Well, it just doesn't end for coaching. But, man, it's so great to see you, Coach Greer. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Good luck to the Purple Pickles. That's the team he's rooting for. As his granddaughter is the shortstop for the Purple Pickles. And, again, the pitching just hurting the Purple Pickles here. I believe it's 3-0 now. Another run scored while we were talking to Benson Bobcats coach Fred Trujillo. Always love chatting with him. It's such a great baseball mind. And that is a called strike 3 for out number 3. So 3 gets stranded, but not before, I believe, 3 come in for the Red Racers. And we will see how the Purple Pickles respond in the bottom of the first. And a game presented by SSVEC and brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, pioneering a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Find them online at prestigesierravista.com. Thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of our local athletes and the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. Big thanks to Seniors Helping Seniors. Cameron and his team, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them at Southern Arizona, SHS.com, or call the number in the post description. Thank you to Jeff Rose and his team at Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. If you're in the market for an RV, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or more, check out DesertRVCenter.com. Thank you to BEREAN Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage, the home of fantastic excellence in athletics and academics. BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista. Thank you to our good friends over at Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows, with a distinguished history spanning 40 years, with offices in Tucson and on South Highway 92 in Hereford. Discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks.
That big party this last week that
at the Door Shop. Yeah, the Door Shop hosted a party. The Door Shop's going to be hosting a couple of other events. They're always hosting events there, and weddings and receptions and all sorts of stuff
so much fun.
at the Door Shop. Why, were you there? Were you at the party?
I heard everybody had a great time.
Oh, good. Awesome. Well, thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group for the people who maybe drove there in a car that was purchased by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Stop in to experience the difference. Cochise County is backed by Morse. Thank you to ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union. They're fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes and believe that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender with a location right here in Benson, Arizona. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Special thanks to the world's #1 shelter dog game show known as the Doggo Lotto. Based in Sierra Vista, fetch your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Watch the show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time on Cool FM Live Facebook to see if you won. Nearly $3,000 in cash and prizes have been given away so far. Thank you to Sierra Toyota. Right now, our good friends at Sierra Toyota in Sierra Vista want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry for dinner, and Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista is a good place to go. On Frontage Road, serving the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for over 45 years. Proud supporters of our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. Thank you also to Sonic. If you're looking for a sweet treat after the game in Sierra Vista, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard is the place to stop. Wednesday is Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are $2.49, and Thursdays are 99-cent corn dogs. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of local sports programs and athletes. We head to the bottom of the first, and this looks right. Again, the numbers were on the wrong page that I took the photos of, and that is number 9, Brooklyn, on the first pitch, gives a hard line drive to shortstop that gets overthrown, and Brooklyn turns a single into a double. On the first pitch, the Purple Pickles have a batter in scoring position. For a base runner in scoring position is number 7, Tapia, comes to the plate. That one is called a strike on the outside part of the plate. Wind up, and the pitch ends up going in the dirt. They send Brooklyn down to third. On the overthrow, they'll send her home. And the ball will bounce and be cut off. No, almost cut off by the pitcher. And just like that, the first run is on the board for the Purple Pickles. I believe that makes the score now 3-1. And waiting on that pitch, bobbled by the pitcher, thrown over to first base, not in time. Safe at first. So Whitley, number 8, is the pitcher on the mound for the Red Racers. That pitch goes high and outside, ball 1. To Kennelly. I'm sorry, Kensley. With a runner on first. Now chasing, going to second base. They don't bother throwing. So a stolen base for Tapia. Puts another runner in scoring position for the Purple Pickles. Back out of the way as the ball goes past the catcher. And that is ball 4 for Kensley. And that will bring Callie to the plate with runners on the corners. Here in the bottom of the first, the tying run is aboard for the Purple Pickles. The go-ahead run stands at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's called a ball. They try to throw down to second base. A good play, but called safe. Great throw by the Red Racers catcher. But the throw down to second will score the run from third. And so it's 3-2. And the tying run moves to second. As number 2, Callie takes a ball. Callie is listed as the catcher for the Purple Pickles. Swing and a miss. Got over the top of it. I believe the umpire said 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner on second, and that is a pop fly. Just goes over the head of the shortstop. They stop the runner at third. Kensley now races toward home. And I believe it is 3-3, a tie game. As Callie gets the base hit just over the outstretched arm of the Red Racer shortstop. And that brings Nora to the plate. That ball goes in the dirt. The runner takes off. Oh, almost gets the tag. Dropped the ball. That pitch goes high. So that will even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that runs the count full. And ball 4. 2 runners aboard. No outs? I don't believe there's an out yet. And Eva, number 10, comes to the plate. Left-handed batter. That pitch goes high. Boy, she gets a piece of that. Does it go fair or foul? They're not calling it. They're not calling it foul, so it must have bounced right over first base. I believe the other, either coach ump is coming in to have a chat with the home plate umpire about the way that ball went. Did it get touched before it crossed the chalk, and did it cross the chalk before first base? They'll call it foul ball, so they'll send the base runners back to first and second. And they'll send Eva back to home plate. Eva's a player. And the ball gets away from the catcher, advances the runners. Swing and a miss on that breaking pitch. No outs. Two runners in scoring position. They called that a strike. And that was strike three. So that is the first out of the bottom of the first. And we'll send number 8, Riley, to the plate. Riley wearing a different color jersey than her team. Riley wearing the teal with the purple shoulders or purple arm sleeves.
Laundry day.
As the breeze continues to pick up, blowing out toward right field. It's called a ball outside. The wind really gusting. And that goes behind the batter. Good job by the red racer catcher to race that ball down. As Whitley races Callie back to third, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. By number 8, Riley at the plate for the Purple Pickles. That's going to go high. Ball 4, and that will make the bases loaded with 1 out. And we'll bring up Adeline. In between innings, John's going to double check the score and then find out how many innings this game goes. I'm not sure if the Miners, do they go full 6 innings or? It is Championship Friday night. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Ball called. Adeline. They're singing the ABCs in the dugout. A lot of chatter going on. I mean, this is what 8, 9, and 10-year-olds do, right? And ball 4 will walk in the run, and I believe that should make it 4-3, Purple Pickles. And John, when you go and verify the score, also see if there is a run. There's not a 4-run rule per inning. have to find out. Maybe there's a 5 or 6 run inning rule or something like that. But the Purple Pickles striking back here in the bottom of the first. Bases are still loaded. 1 out. For Ella at the plate now. She ducks out of the way. The ball is called. And that is ball 4. Another run walked in as Chloe will come to the plate, but so it should be a 5-run. Yeah, John's going to double check. It should be a 5-run limit, which will send us to the top of the 2nd inning. And as John goes and checks on that, we're going to check in with our sponsors and say thank you so much to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate expert, Sherry Ethel, and her team at Long Realty. Her phone number, excuse me, is in the post description. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They are just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County with their new physical therapy department open in Hereford. You can make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today just by calling the number in the post description or visit their other locations, Copper Queen Community Hospital in Bisbee, in Douglas, and in the Hereford, Palominas area. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. Boy, it's been a while since we've done a video for Grasshopper Landscaping on Cool FM Live, but guess what? This coming Monday, we're going to do a before and after where we get to see what the project looks like before Grasshopper Landscaping takes it on. And then after the project is done, we come out and we see the after. And then we put a little video together showing the before and after. But the before video will be coming this Monday, so be watching for Grasshopper Landscaping. And if you have any landscaping needs, make sure that you get in touch with Grasshopper Landscaping. You don't want to be dragging that hose around all summer long, watering your plants in the yard. Make sure you get that irrigation drip system. Grasshopper Landscaping will help put that in for you. Thank you to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, supporting our fine athletes and teams across Cochise County. Hey, they're now open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net, where flavor lives. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider at allofiber.com. You'll find the fiber difference and become a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Of course, this game presented by SSVEC. Brought to you by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, pioneering that visionary approach of customer-centric service. Find them online at prestigesierravista.com. And our good friends at Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. As temperatures warm up, make sure that your heating and cooling is working great. And you can trust Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors. We're the caregivers. They're seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at Southern Arizona, shs.com. And, of course, the team out in Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. You can find them online at desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to BEREAN Academy, proud supporter of local sports and a proud champion in local sports, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage for excellence in academics and athletics. Make sure you check out BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista. And thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years. With offices in Tucson and on South Highway 92 in Hereford. You can discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. I myself have Stan Greer Millworks windows and doors in my home. You will love them in yours, especially during the summertime, to keep your house running as efficiently as possible. You can trust Stan Greer Millworks. John, what's the word? Did we have the score right, 5-3?
Yes, we did.
Awesome.
Some really interesting information. So you're right about the 5-run limit per inning, but there is a hour 45 limit. So if they get to an hour 45 in this game, they don't go, they finish out the innings and then that's the end of the game. So let's say it only gets to 3 innings in an hour and 45 minutes. They close it at the 4th.
Well, I was going to say it took it's taken us 36 minutes to get to the top of the 2nd, so that makes sense that they would time it like that. And so an hour 45 limit with a 5-run inning limit, as that goes inside to number 14.
Six innings and then 5 if it's early run limit. That's
Okay.
That's if they're up by 10.
Sorry. No, it's good to know. I mean, again, every league or age bracket is a little bit different. So it's good to have that information and know that. So that is ball 4 to, I want to say that's Camry, which should bring up number 1 Aubrey. It is. There is number 1 Aubrey. So the leadoff hitter comes to bat here in the top of the 2nd. And that is a ball. The Red Racers off to the races, stealing 2nd. And looking aggressive at 3rd base. But Camry heads back as Aubrey has a 1-0 count. Now a 2-0 count. So just like that, the tying run is aboard, or a tying run is at the plate for the Red Racers in the form of Aubrey, the catcher for the Red Racers. That pitch goes in the dirt as well. And now, Camry racing home, slides in safe. And it is 5-4. Base is empty. No outs. As that pitch goes high, and ball 4 will put Aubrey on base. Charity will step up next to the plate. Ooh, big swing. My goodness. Charity just took a big cut right there before she stepped into the batter's box. I'm thinking we got someone who can wallop this thing. Send it for a ride if she gets the right pitch. And they're going to try to steal 2nd. And get even more after the overthrow. So now the tying run is on 3rd in the form of Aubrey for the Red Racers. That's a called strike. Beautiful fastball. Ball slips away from the Purple Pickles pitcher. Try saying that 3 times fast. That goes inside for a ball, gets past the catcher. Aubrey will race home, and it is a tie game. 5-all here in the top of the 2nd. As these 8, 9, and 10-year-olds doing their best in this championship game. Swing and a miss. Catcher brushes off home plate. Now the umpire will officially brush off the dish. Catcher trying to help her pitcher see home plate a little bit better. It's tied up at 5. Here in the top of the 2nd, no outs. As that pitch goes outside. I believe he said 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike. I believe that must have been strike 3. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 down. As number 2, Zella comes to the batter's box. Watches ball 1, bounce in. Nobody on. Infield playing in. At least short and second are playing in. Third is playing just inside the bag. First is about a step inside the bag. As that pitch goes over the head of the catcher, bounces back in a convenient spot for the toss back to the pitcher. And Brooklyn gets a strike across, the pitcher for the Purple Pickles team. Zella watches the ball. Two balls, one strike to number two. The right fielder watches that ball go over the head of the catcher, and that is, I guess it was three balls, one strike. A runner on, no outs. The Red Racers tied this game up. We'll see what Whitley's able to do. She is the pitcher for the Red Racers. And the runner will take second base on the overthrow. So the go-ahead run stands on second base with one out. Gets a piece of it, gets just past the pitcher, goes to third. They'll toss it to the pitcher. No one was there to cover third. So now with one down, runners are on the corners. The go-ahead run 60 feet away for the Red Racers as Teagan comes to the plate. The windup and the pitch is a called strike, and they will send the base runner to second. They know not to throw down to second base because then the runner on third, Zella, she's going to take off and head home. That's outside, evens count, one ball, one strike. Two evenly matched teams. This is going to come down to, I think, the time limit more than anything else. Pitching, it's not a pitcher's duel here. And now they're going to have the coach come out and get a drink of water for their pitcher. So Brooklyn gets a little sippy sip. So no true water breaks here. It is warm, don't get me wrong. And these young ladies standing out in the hot sun, while the breeze is nice, they still need to take a water break. Good job by the coach to know when her team needs it. So Teagan will step back into the batter's box for the Red Racers with a tie game, two runners in scoring position for the Red Racers here in the top of the second. After that short water break, brought to you, powered by SSVEC. That goes high. I think he said three balls, one strike. We'll find out here. And that is ball four. So the bases will be loaded with one out for the Red Racers. And Vita will step into the batter's box. They don't send the runner. The ball rolls in, gets past the catcher. The number one seed, Purple Pickles, finding themselves in a pickle here. They did get the mercy rule number of runs in 5 when they were at the plate in the bottom of the first. But a walk will score a run. a go-ahead run. That's a strike called. So Brooklyn with the windup. The pitch as that rolls in. Again, these are 8, 9, and 10-year-olds still developing their skills. These are the future Bobcat softball players. And it is ball 4. The lead goes to the Red Racers. As the walk scores the run, it's 6-5. And that'll bring up Holly, number 9. Called strike right down the heart of the plate. Great pitch by Brooklyn. So still 1 out, bases loaded. That pitch goes high, bounces right back to the catcher. The runner won't advance. Runners won't advance. One and 1 count to Holly. Brooklyn with the pitch. They're going to call that a strike. As the ball, I should say, ricochets off the right shin guard of the Purple Pickles catcher. So 1 and 2 count to Holly. And ball high and outside evens the count. It's a 6-5 lead, but with only 1 out, looking for more. Wow, that pitch was so high, it bounced off the bottom of the backstop, which is a big metal bar, and the softball ended up caroming right back to home plate. No way the runners could advance there. As Whitley, the pitcher, stands on third for the Red Racers, and that is ball 4. And it is 7-5, Red Racers. So Aubrey R. at the plate for the Red Racers. That's called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2 count. And 3 straight pitches across the plate equals out number 2. And Maya will come to the plate. Watches ball 1 go high. Ball 2 go low. Bases are loaded with 2 down. They throw over to third base. Teagan makes it back in time. Now it's 3-0. The backstop very close to behind the catcher and the umpire. A 3-0 count. A walk will score. Another run. But a called strike at the knees makes it 3-1. As the sun setting is in the faces of the right side of the infield. First base, second base, right field. And that's ball 4. Walks in a run. And that is the 5th run, which means I believe it is now 8-5, as we will head to the bottom of the 2nd and see how the Purple Pickles respond after giving up all 5 runs allotted in the top of the second. The bases remained loaded, so it could have been much worse for them. We'll see how they do coming up in the bottom half of the second inning. Here just before the top of the hour, it's a game powered by SSVEC Championship Friday. The Ponytail Softball Minors Championship here at Lions Park in Benson, Arizona, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Benson, Sierra Vista, all of Cochise County is backed by Morse. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union with a location right here in Benson. Fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. Of course, they believe that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At ASCU, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Excuse me, this wind is blowing. Keeping my throat very dry. TWN Communications, also one of our sponsors here, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, right here on Cool FM Live. Make sure you watch and help get these dogs adopted to help find their forever home. It takes place at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. The dogs fetch numbers. You fetch prizes. When you register your lucky numbers, pick your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Nearly $3,000 in cash and prizes has been given away over the 1-year existence of Doggo Lotto. Thank you to Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. Right now, they want to buy your car, your truck, or your SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. I am living proof of that. Late last year, we decided to sell one of our RAV4s hybrids. We had two RAV4 hybrids. Sold one back to Sierra Toyota, and they gave us the exact amount that we wanted for that car, which had right at 100,000 miles on it. We got the exact price we wanted, and Sierra Toyota will do the same for you. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. When I had an early lunch today, I wasn't thinking that I'd be talking about Vinny's Pizza tonight. It's going to make me hungry here, John. Vinny's Pizza, with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista for over 45 years. Be sure to stop by Vinny's on Frontage Road over the course of tonight or this weekend. Swing and a miss by number 4. That is Chloe. Go and 2 count, and a swing and a miss. Chloe down on strikes for the Purple Pickles. And the leadoff hitter, Brooklyn, will come to the plate with 1 out. She is the pitcher on the Purple Pickles. As my goodness, she ducks out of the way as if her life depended on it to get out of the way of that pitch.
Is there flopping in softball?
Did he say foul ball? Did it hit the bat? Oh, big swing. Yeah, that must have hit her bat as she fell down. So now it's a 2-strike count, but 1 ball goes in the dirt. A 1-2 count now to Brooklyn. Yeah, she ducked out of the way, and the bat ended up tapping the ball. That's high. Evens count, 2-2. 1 down. Base is empty. Here in the bottom of the second. Red Racers lead by 3. Watches that pitch go in for ball 4. So after being ahead 0-2, unfortunately, the Red Racers pitcher, Whitley, throws 4 straight balls. And that will bring up Taya. with one down. Taya swings and misses. Brooklyn will take off and head to second base. So, runner in scoring position, and she'll advance to third on the missed throw. That was called a ball. And that makes contact to the second baseman. Picked up, tossed over to first for the force out at first, but a run does score on the fielder's choice, which makes it 8-6. But two down, nobody on, as Kinsley steps into the batter's box. The third baseman, also number 3. As a strike was called. Good job by the Red defense. And that goes behind the runner. Again, no base runners aboard. Goes behind the batter, I should say. No base runners aboard. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kinsley. That'll be called a ball outside. Hitter's pitch coming. Makes contact, but fouled back. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch with 2 outs and nobody on. So Red Racers can get out of this inning with only giving up 1 run. I'd say that's a pretty big moral victory. But ball 4 will put Kinsley on board. A 2-out walk will bring up Callie. Callie represents the tying run in this game. This game just under 1 hour old. It is an hour and 45-minute time limit. My goodness, just a half step sooner on that throw, it would have been a bang-bang play at second. Instead, the runner steals second. Now is in scoring position for the Purple Pickles. As Callie watches that ball. I think he's had 3 balls, no strikes. There's a swing, and they'll send the base runner to third. And gets past the third baseman. Will try to throw home. It doesn't get there in time. And Kinsley scores easily and makes it a 1-run game. It's 8-7 with 2 down. So a 3-1 count now to Callie. She represents the tying run in this game, and that 2-out walk ends up coming back to haunt the Red Racers. And now it'll be another 2-out walk. A runner on first. With Nora coming to the plate. So the tying run is aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate. Here in the bottom of the second. Ball inside. After getting 2 quick outs, the defense now struggling. And that's called a ball. They throw it down to second base. Could that be in time? No. Another stolen base and the tying run in scoring position for the Purple Pickles. Good swing. Just missing. That pitch goes outside. And that is ball 4, 2 on. The tying run at second, the go-ahead run on first, as Eva comes to the plate for the Purple Pickles. And Eva is a swinger. She can swing that bat. She has a good eye and watches that one go low. You can see the way she holds the bat out over the plate. That's her mechanism to measure things out. And they're going to send the runners. So now Eva, a base hit, could score the tying run. And she watches ball 3. Swing. And a miss. Boy, that was a big swing. The bat looks as tall as she is. And she can get it around. And that is ball 4. The bases are loaded, and the ball gets past the catcher, and they will send the tying run home. And the runner from second to third. So on the infield error, throwing the ball back to the pitcher, we have a tie game that all started with a 2-out walk. And the Purple Pickles will end up getting a run home on the overthrow. And that will send the 5th run in. That should be 5. And that will end the 2nd inning. So all with 2 outs, the 5 runs come in for the Purple Pickles, and now they have a 2-run lead. Heading into the top of the 3rd, we'll see how the Red Racers react as we thank our sponsors. Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Stop by for a tasty treat tonight. And remember, Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are $2.49, and Thursdays are 99-cent corn dogs at Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years, but with a lifetime of experience in the industry. They're proud supporters of our local athletes across Cochise County. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate expert, Sherry Ethel. Her phone number is in the post description. Thank you to the Balsinger family that can help you flush like an eagle. Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations across the county, Bisbee, in Douglas, and in the Palominas, Hereford area. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. Family care waiting for you and your family at Copper Queen Community Hospital. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. Don't forget, this Monday, we will be doing a before video showing you what a project looks like before the Grasshopper Landscaping team ends up tackling it. We're doing that Monday at 4 o'clock. Looking forward to that. And of course, Grasshopper Landscaping also does pool maintenance. So summer swimming season is here. You know, Memorial Day was this past weekend, which is the official kickoff of summer. So summer is officially here, and Grasshopper Landscaping can help maintain your pool. Oh, another great place to eat, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse out in Hereford. They support our fine athletes and teams all across Cochise County, especially right here at Lions Field, Lions Park in Benson, Arizona. They're now open for lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check them out at LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net, where flavor lives. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. In a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, pioneering that visionary approach of customer-centric service. Jason and Heather Davis They do an amazing job, have a fantastic team there at Prestige. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. And for your next remodeling project, you can trust our good friends at Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. We head to the top of the third. The Red Racers down by 2. That is a called strike as Brooklyn gets her first pitch across the plate. I think that's number 10, which is Camry. Very sparkly backs of the jerseys for the Red Racers. Yeah. Makes contact, goes foul. So it'll be a 2-strike count. And that will go high, run the count full to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third. Goes in the dirt for ball 4. So after starting 0-2, Brooklyn falls behind. Walks the leadoff runner, which brings Aubrey now to the plate. Aubrey almost takes a swing at that, watches it go by as a ball as the base runner steals second. So Camry is on second in scoring position, which means Aubrey represents that tying run here in the top of the third. Called strike, low pitch. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Brooklyn. Great swing by Aubrey. She would have made contact with that. It would have gone a country mile for sure. That is high for ball 2, question mark. One of the teams that's in our doubleheader, game 2 of our doubleheader, warming up out in right field, getting ready for the Majors Championship. This is the Minors Championship here for Ponytail softball. As the ball gets away and another run comes in. It is a 1-run game. The Red Racers. Camry doing some great base running. Gets all the way around. It is a 1-run game. Aubrey swings and misses for strike 3 for the first out here in the top of the third. Ooh, big swing by Charity. Good cut. She's a baller. Not afraid to swing that bat. I can definitely make contact. Charity, the first baseman for the Red Racer team. Oh, called strike. So Brooklyn ahead, 0-2. Base is empty. So that'll go into the dirt. The catcher races after it. Doesn't necessarily need to do that with no runners on. That goes high. After starting ahead 0-2, evens the count. I think Charity wants to make contact. Really? Okay. Did not expect that to be a called strike 3, but it is, and 2 down. That'll bring up Zella. And she represents the tying run, as that release ends up coming out a little too soon. Inside for ball 2. 2-0 to number 2. The right fielder, Zella. You know, this sounds silly. I was really concerned about where I was parking. I forgot we were calling a game for 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. No offense. I don't think they can hit as far as I parked away. Yeah, I don't think, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Brooklyn ends up clearing some dirt out in front of the circle. Zella watches that one go high and outside for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. This is what started the rally for the Purple Pickles in the bottom of the 2nd. Here we are in the top of the 3rd, as Whitley, the pitcher, will come to the batter's box. The tying run is aboard. Pops it up in the air and bounces in. An infield single for Whitley with 2 outs. Again, a 2-out walk, John. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Teagan is coming up next. Takes a big warm-up swing before she steps into the batter's box. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Called strike high. Teagan is the center fielder for the Red Racers team. And that will go in the dirt. They don't send the runners. That goes in low. That ball bounced off of the chest plate of the home plate umpire, and they still ended up stealing 3rd. So now runners on the corners. The runner on 1st stayed there. The tying run stands on 3rd base. Now the runner goes to 2nd. So 2 in scoring position. A single by Teagan could give the Red Racers the lead with 2 outs. And that is ball 4. Again, a 2-out walk could start a massive rally for the Red Racers as Vita comes to the plate, and they will have a chat with the pitcher. And as they do that, we'll say thanks to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Nice breeze out here in Benson today. But Vista Pros, proud supporters of these local athletes and the communities we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. Vita watches ball 1 go inside. I believe the tying run is on 3rd. That's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind up by Brooklyn. The pitch. Wow, called strike on the high and outside part of the plate. So a 2-strike count to Vita. That goes in the dirt. Strike three called. The bases will stay loaded, and I believe it is still a one-run lead for the Purple Pickles. Want to double check the score for me, John, just to make sure that we're still on the same page. I believe it's 8-7 Purple Pickles, as John will go and check the score for me. Thank you so much, John. Thank you, Cody, back in the studio, giving you all the graphics and the replays and everything that you're seeing on the screen in front of you, emanating from the Cool FM Live YouTube channel, being relayed to the sports page, then being relayed to the main page. As John jogs back, look at him jogging back. Oh my goodness.
10-9.
It's 10-9, so it is a one-run game.
Yeah, Purple People leaders.
Okay, so if you can adjust that score, whatever I said, make it 10-9. Again, there's no scoreboard here, and with all these runs and walks and errors, it's difficult to keep track of everything. So it is a 10-9 score with the Purple Pickles leading. I knew it was a one-run lead for the Purple Pickles. I knew that much, and that was about all I knew. But I also know our great sponsors who make this coverage possible, like Cameron over at Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations, and if you need help from them, you can find them at southernarizonaSHS.com. Thank you so much to Desert RV in Huachuca City. If you're looking for a new travel trailer, fifth wheel, or RV, stop by and see Jeff Rose and his team out there in Huachuca City, ready to serve you. And all the ways they give back to the community, a fantastic locally owned business out in Huachuca City, Desert RV, at desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to BEREAN Academy if you're looking for excellence in education and athletics. And right now, BEREAN Academy starting next week on June 1st, on Monday, they'll have the free breakfast and lunch going on for the kids who go to the BEREAN Academy summer program that will happen all June long. You can learn more about that at the BEREAN Academy Facebook page.
It's open to all the kids.
It is open to all kids. I think if you aren't a registered student there, there's a small cost associated with it. But if you are a student, I believe it is free of charge. Check the post description for all of our fantastic sponsors making this coverage possible. Leadoff hitter getting a piece of it. Over to second, underhanded to first. I believe she came off the bag. No, she stayed on the bag and got the out just in time. So one pitch, one down. That was Riley taking a swing at that first pitch. And now the coach is going to come over and say, I think she was off the bag. You know, the sun is in the eyes of that coach umpire. And so they are going to have a talk. This is the championship game. So they're going to double check. Saying she came off the bag, but she got back on in time. She made the tag in time. So one pitch, one out. That brings up Adeline. The ball gets past the catcher. So the Purple Pickles with a one-run lead here in the bottom of the third. About 25 minutes left in this game. 2-0 count to Adeline. Jeff Davenport, John Berger hanging out with you here at Lions Park in Benson. Cody back in the studio. There's no snack shack here, is there? I'm just now realizing that.
There's a nice toilet right there.
And that is ball four. So Adeline is aboard, and Ella will come up with one out.
Snack shack's far over there.
Oh, there is a snack shack?
Yeah, wait. It's that building, that yellow one with the flags.
Oh, okay. That seems like it's a very long way away.
There's 2 fields and it's about it.
So Ella has some fans that are cheering for her. It's outside for ball 1. 1 down, 1 on. A 1-1 lead for the Purple Pickles. In this championship Friday game here on Cool FM Live. Your home for Ponytail Minor League Championship Softball. Called strike. As Adeline steals second. So some insurance run stands on second base for the Purple Pickles. I believe that's ball 3. So Chloe in the on-deck circle. And called strike 3. 2 down. And that does bring up Chloe. Again, we've seen 2 out walks that come back to haunt both teams. Can they find that third out? Oh, they're going to call a ball. Ended up hitting off the side of her leg as the pitch left her hand. Well, bad luck there for Whitley. One and one count now to Chloe. A called strike on a breaking pitch. 2-strike count. Whitley with the pitch. Called strike 3. The Purple Pickles will strand a runner. And they don't get any across in the bottom of the 3rd. But maintain a 1-run lead heading into the top of the 4th. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports, like Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of doors and windows that are customized to your specifications. With a distinguished history spanning over 4 decades. Offices in Tucson and, of course, South Highway 92 in Sierra Vista. Well, south of Sierra Vista in Hereford, technically. At StanGreerMillworks.com, you can pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Even Benson at Lions Park is backed by Morse, just like all of Cochise County is backed by Morse. We ended up taking a ride in a Harley-Davidson Ford F-250. And that was amazing. We had, 400 comments that came streaming in over the course of the 15-minute live stream. And like a record-breaking thing for Cool FM Live on a live stream for a giveaway. As the 624 train coming by in the background, you'll see it. There it is. There's the train in the background coming through. Benson being a train hub. But anyway, the Harley-Davidson F-250, absolutely insane. $130,000 vehicle. And by the way, they said they were getting 2 more. We're going to be coming into the Ford store. So if you miss out on the black one, you can also get a white one or a silver one that are coming in sometime in the next little bit. You know, white with that Harley-Davidson orange would look pretty cool. I think the black looks cool too with that orange stripe there, but having that Harley-Davidson logo on anything, you know, makes it a collector's item, but definitely drivable. And you can enjoy that at the Ed Morse Ford store. We'll be at the Dodge dealer on Tuesday for the Vehicle of the Week segment. Stay tuned for that. Thank you to ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union, with their location here in Benson, in Sierra Vista, in Douglas, and on Fort Huachuca. They know that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you also to the Doggo Lotto. Go fetch your lucky numbers right now. Nearly $3,000 in cash and prizes have been given away during the one-year legacy of the world's #1 shelter dog game show. Fetch your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Leading off here in the top of the 4th is number 9, Holly. For this Red Racer team, Brooklyn not finding the strike zone on that pitch. Rolls that one in for ball 3. And that is ball 4. Holly takes a base. Leadoff hitter is aboard. And that means the tying run is aboard for the Red Racers here in the top of the 4th. 10-9 score. Aubrey R. at the plate. As Holly takes off, makes it in safe, ends up rounding second, going to third. They don't send her home as the ball goes to the catcher. So the tying run, 60 feet away. Base hit or infield single by Aubrey could tie this game. Called strike. You know, it's tough for the left-handed batter there. Actually, the sun is in the face of the left-handed hitter.
Yeah.
The way this field is situated, the lights are on here at Lions Park, getting ready for the nightcap, game 2 of our doubleheader. Try to throw back to third to catch Holly. She makes it back in time. And that is a called strike 3, 1 out. Maya steps into the batter's box on that left-handed side. Watches ball 1. Well, maybe we'll have a little bit of time in between our 2 games. I'll go run and grab a bite somewhere and bring it back before we live stream game 2 of the doubleheader. Called strike, low and away, but the umpire has a better view than we do. Tying run, standing on third base in the form of Holly as Maya is at the plate for the Red Racers. Looking to tie this game in the top of the 4th. This is what championship softball is all about. The pass ball will get away from the catcher. Holly scores, and it's 10-10. So with 1 out, the bases are empty. A called strike on the high pitch. Beautiful video coverage here, framed excellently by John Berger. Even John's name is making me hungry, and that is a called strike 3. So 2 down, nobody on. As Camry, the bottom of the order for the Red Racers. If she gets aboard, the top of the order will be coming up. And if she can find a way with 2 outs to get on, perhaps they can do more than just tie this game in the top of the 4th. Foul tipped, going to the backstop. Good swing by Camry. Oh, almost pulled the trigger on that. Good eye, good patience. 2-1. Brooklyn with the pitch. Bounces in, low. Oh, goodness, 3-1. Hitter's pitch or a 2-out walk. That'll bring up the top of the order. Camry awaits the pitch from Brooklyn. And that is a strike 2. Runs the count full. The payoff pitch with 2 down, nobody on. And that is ball 4. A 2-out walk puts Camry on and brings up the top of the order with Aubrey. And the home plate umpire taking a breather, I guess.
Right field is covering our face with the sun.
Yeah, the sun is just bearing down on right field right now, and the right side of the infield as well. Second base, sun in their face. First base, sun in their face. And even the left-handed batters have a little sun in their face as well. So the go-ahead run for the Red Racers stands on first base as the top of the order with 2 down comes to the plate in the form of Aubrey. And that pitch goes outside for ball 1. Makes contact, gets through to center field and stopped by the center fielder. Great defense, but it will be a double by Aubrey. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. The 2-out walk. Will it come back to haunt the Purple Pickles as Charity, who can swing that bat, comes up to the plate with 2 down and 2 in scoring position. And ball 1 goes through the wickets of the catcher. The Red Racers take their first lead of the game here in the top of the 4th. It's 11-10. And the runner advanced to third. Aubrey standing on third. Charity at the plate. Swing and a miss. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good base running awareness. And now they're going to send Aubrey home. It's a 2-run lead for the Red Racers. Again, the 2-out walk coming back to haunt both teams, but at a very inopportune time for the Purple Pickles. So the base is now empty. The Red Racers with the lead. Charity swings and misses. We said if Camry can get on with 2 outs, and she did, Aubrey ended up smacking a double. And a couple of passed balls later, it's a 2-run lead for the Red Racers. That is a called strike 3. So the bases get cleared. And that will end the top of the 4th, but not before the Red Racers end up taking the lead. We'll see how the Purple Pickles respond, which could be their final at-bat in this game, as we are about a little over 10 minutes away from that hour and 45-minute limit. And we'll see what happens in the bottom of the fourth. In a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community-driven on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving the community for 4.5 decades with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Award-winning pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Proud supporters of our live stream sports coverage here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Thank you to Sonic of Sierra Vista. Remember Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are $2.49. Thursdays are 99-cent corn dogs, but you can get a sweet treat anytime at Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and the greater Cochise County area for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years, but with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of our local athletes. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to Sherry Ethel. Her phone number is in the post description. Thank you to the Balsinger family at Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service for over 5 decades in Cochise County, family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and in the Hereford Palominas area. If you and your family are looking for excellent medical care, look no further than Copper Queen Community Hospital's locations across Cochise County. Thank you to the Trejo family and team at Grasshopper Landscaping. You're going to get to know them a little bit better on Monday afternoon when we do a before video and get to see what a project looks like before Grasshopper Landscaping takes it on. But if you have a project for landscaping at your place, make sure that you get in touch with the award-winning Grasshopper Landscaping. Swing and a miss by number 9. Brooklyn is leading off. So the leadoff hitter leading off here in the bottom of the fourth for the Purple Pickles. They're down by 2. The ball goes high. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. This could seal the game, John. The number 1 seed Purple Pickles will have to dig deep. Find ways to get on board. And Brooklyn, with the full count. And that goes inside for ball 4. The leadoff hitter is aboard, which means the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Tapia. Boy, she races up to home plate and gets stanced right away. She's ready to do some damage. Swings. That pitch goes foul, or the hit goes foul, I should say. Swing and a miss. Not afraid to swing that bat. Tapia, the first baseman for her team, represents the tying run in this game here in the bottom of the fourth of this championship Friday night. And Brooklyn will end up taking off and steal second, so she'll be in scoring position for Tapia. Tapia watches that pitch on the outside part of the plate, called strike 3. 1 down. Kinsley, the third baseman, steps into the batter's box, representing the tying run in this game. Watches that ball 1 go outside. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. Whitley looking to take this one home, but that ball goes in past the center fielder. 1 run will score. Kensley will round second. She will go to third, and they will send her home for an inside the park home run that ends up tying the game in the bottom of the 4th. And Callie represents the game-winning run for the Purple Pickles as she watches ball 1 go by. A tough break for the Red Racers outfield. As that was a shot off the bat of Kensley. And that is a high fly ball to left center field. Gets past the center fielder. Callie will round second. Head to third. Will she go home? They will send her home. It's back-to-back home runs for the Purple Pickles. And they take the lead in the bottom of the 4th. And Nora should be coming up to bat as they're busy congratulating each other in the dugout. The bats have come alive for the Purple Pickles with 1 down. As Nora smacks the bat across home plate. Ready to make it 3 back-to-back home runs. Three and 0. And ball 4. Nora is aboard. The extra insurance run, should this game continue to the 5th inning. Eva comes to the batter's box. The third baseman takes a big swing on that high heat. That goes low. Runner will head to second. And out! Great defense by the Red Racers. 2 down. As the moon begins to rise, off to our left. Are they going to get... Now there's 2 outs. The question is there enough time for the Red Racers, if they get an out here, to end the 4th inning? Is there enough time for them to come to the plate and get a couple more runs? Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. And the home plate umpire is keeping an eye. So this will be the last inning because the Purple Pickles did not make it last long enough, which means we got 1 more inning to play. But it's just a half inning. Should the Purple Pickles get the 3 outs without giving up 2 or 3 runs? Is it a 2-run lead? 2-run lead. Well, thank you to 2 of our fantastic sports sponsors here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, just south of Sierra Vista, supporting all of our amazing athletes that we are seeing today. Oh, it's a 1-run lead. You want to double check that just in case? Let's double check that just in case. We think it's 13-12, but I thought it was a 2-run lead. Anyway, in any event, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse open for lunch specials tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check them out at LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net, where flavor lives. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider at allofiber.com. Learn about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan today. Now available in Sierra Vista in a game powered by SSVEC. Brought to you by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration at PrestigeSierraVista.com. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling.
1-run lead by the Pickles.
Okay, so the score was correct. Thank you, Code Man. Yeah, the Code Man back in the studio. So it is the Pickles with a 1-run lead. And that means that the Red Racers have a chance to tie or take the lead in this fifth and final inning. Or can the defense of the Purple Pickles come through? This is why we play the game. Brought to you by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional, seniors helping seniors at Southern Arizona, shs.com, desertrvcenter.com, BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista, Stan Greer Millworks.com, the Ed Morse Automotive Group all across Sierra Vista, American Southwest Credit Union, ASCU. Your money stays local right here in Benson at their Benson location. TWN Communications, the Doggo Lotto. Fetch your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road. Sonic of Sierra Vista on East Fry Boulevard. Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital across Cochise County. Grasshopper Landscaping, and all of our fantastic sponsors. It all comes down to this. The Purple Pickles are 3 outs away from sealing the Ponytail Miners Championship tonight. They were, or I should say are, the #1 seed taking on the #3 seed, the Red Racers, who were looking to get a runner on board and hopefully tie up this game, if not take the lead, and then they'll have their chance to secure the championship in the bottom of the 5th. In the meantime, it is the top of the 5th. And we'll see what the defense of the Purple Pickles can do. Can they finish this game as the full moon continues to rise in the skies to our left? I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. Are you able to see it? There it is. I see a full moon rising. Ball 1 to #2 Zella. Leading off for the Red Racers. That's called strike. Evens count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brooklyn still on the mound, going for a complete game. Wind up in the pitch by Brooklyn is a called strike. My goodness. It's a wide zone. A 2-strike count to #2 Zella, a right fielder for the Red Racers. And a called strike 3. Whitley, the pitcher, comes to the plate. Oh, what a big cut. She digs in. Pitcher versus pitcher. She makes contact, gets past the pitcher, goes to short. The throw over to first is dropped. Whitley races out the infield single on the drop ball at first base. The tying run is aboard for the Red Racers with 1 out. Tegan marches to home plate. Watch a strike one go by. As they throw down to second, trying to get Whitley. She steals second base. Did he call strike on that second pitch? That was really high. It looked really high from here. That goes in the dirt. And, oh, Whitley goes halfway. And now she races off to third base. And she'll make it in time. The tying run for the Red Racers stands at third with only one out. One ball, two strikes to Tegan. And Whitley, the aggressive base runner, will head home. She slides in. She slides in under the tag. It is a tie game. As the umpire brushes off the dish. So it makes it 13-13. What an unlucky number for a full moon night.
On Friday the 13th.
Well, Friday the 29th, but 13 all on a Friday night under a full moon. Base is empty. A called strike to Tegan, and that is strike three. There are two down. Vita comes to the plate for the Red Racers. She represents the go-ahead run. We've seen some crazy things happen with two outs, but that is a called strike. Goes in the dirt for ball one. Brooklyn with the pitch. Goes high. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Vita, the second baseman for the Red Racers. And that is a called strike. It is a very wide zone. Full count. Oh, it wasn't a full count. I guess it was 2-2. Looked like 3-2. So Vita takes ball 4. Another 2-out walk. What's going to happen now, John? As Holly comes to the plate. The shortstop for this Red Racer team. They decide not to throw down to second. That was a wise call. Vita was almost all the way there by the time that ball got across the plate. So the go-ahead run on the pass ball heads to third. The 2-out walk and a pass ball after a stolen base. Allows Vita 60 feet away. Oh, strike. Boy, they could have sent her home and taken the lead. She's going to take off and head home. Does she make it in time? She does not. And we go to the bottom of the fifth in a tie game, 13 all. And the Purple Pickles will have their destiny, their championship destiny, in their hands. In this Ponytail Miners Championship here in Benson, Arizona, emanating from Lions Park, Jeff Davenport on the call, John Berger behind the camera, Cody Ethel in the studio giving you the graphics and the replays and all the fun stuff going on that we can't see. Well, John can see it when he peeks at his phone. Other than that, glad to have you joining us here. This game was supposed to end 15 minutes ago, but because the Red Racers ended up getting out of the fourth inning with enough time to take the plate in the top of the fifth and tying this game up, forcing the fifth inning and forcing the Purple Pickles to have to get a run to win the championship here tonight in a game powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Prestige, Remodeling and Restoration, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, BEREAN Academy in Sierra Vista, Stan Greer Millworks, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, the Doggo Lotto, Sierra Toyota, Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Sonic of Sierra Vista, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Grasshopper Landscaping, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, and Aloe Fiber. The leadoff hitter, number 8, Riley. Swings and misses, evens account, 1 ball, 1 strike. The lights are on here at Lions Park as we await game 2 of our doubleheader. That's going to get foul. A 2-strike count. Whitley ahead in the count. Is that 2-2? Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Adeline comes to the plate for the Purple Pickles. Watches ball 1 go by. And that pitch goes high, 2-0. With 1 down, nobody on, tie game. And my gosh, the Red Racers had the chance to take the lead, sent the runner home on a throw that was just so close. Strike 2 called. And that is ball. Still 2 strikes on Adeline. Strike 3. 2 down. Ella races up to the batter's box. Settles in, swings and misses. Strike one. Whitley tying her shoes. Making sure that they are locked up tight. Because she has found her rhythm here in the top of the fifth. I'm sorry, bottom of the fifth. And right as I say that, she throws a pitch inside. So Ella watches another ball. As the two teams in game two of our doubleheader tonight, they're going to need some extra warm-up time because their game was supposed to start 5 minutes ago. I believe it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. I think it's a full count. Two down, nobody on. And that goes outside for ball 4, a 2-out walk. We've seen a rally every time there has been a 2-out walk, and that will bring Chloe to the plate. If Chloe can find a way to get on board, to get on base as Ella steals second, that will bring up the top of the order for the Purple Pickles. And they will send Ella to third on another wild pitch. So the game-winning run stands on third base with 2 outs. Two balls, no strikes, 2 down. The game-winning runner on third base. Called strike, 2-1. That 2-out walk in a 13-all game. Bottom of the fifth. That goes high, hitter's pitch. Oh, that was 3-1, excuse me. The top of the order is up for the Purple Pickles. Brooklyn at home plate. Runners on the corners. Ella represents the game-winning run. Chloe steals second. Her run does not matter. The only run that matters here in the bottom of the fifth is number 5. No, they don't send her. Boy, good call. The ball ended up caroming off of the foot of the home plate umpire. If she would have gone, she would have been tagged out. Brooklyn watches that. They send her home. The championship goes to the Purple Pickles. Their longest game of the season. A championship game for the ages. And a 2-out walk coming back to be the lifeblood for the Purple Pickles as they win 14-13. The champion Purple Pickles take home the Ponytail Minor Trophy The 8, 9, and 10-year-olds make it count as they come running right at us. There they go, doing cartwheels in front of us. Oh, I'll be okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, doing all right. How are you? Good to see you, Linda. Well, yeah, we're going to come out. I thought they were going to have a little players meeting here instead. Why don't we take the rig 14-13, bottom of the 5th, a game that has lasted longer than any other game as the champions come out to the circle to take their championship photo. The championship team photo, the Purple Pickles have done it. And we'll have a word with the coaches. They were the 1 seed and finish in first place here tonight. Coach, let's talk about this game. Oh my goodness. First of all, congratulations. You took it down to the wire.
Yes.
Talk about your opponents tonight. Boy, they did not go away quietly tonight.
No, they're such good competitors. You know, we knew it was going to be a game tonight. All season, I think our teams have been so evenly matched that it's been such a great, great season for the girls. And, you know, they're at the top of their game. So we knew we had to come out and play.
And you did it by doing these 2-out rallies that were happening over the course of the entire game. It was 2-out walks that ended up setting up everything for the Red Racers and for the Purple Pickles.
Yeah.
But the early lead that you guys took when it was given up toward the end, and it was a 1-run deficit for the Purple Pickles, what was the atmosphere like in the dugout?
You know, at first they're a little bit down, but we just have to remind them, you know, they're the first batters. We are the home batters, so we just got to pick it up. That's like at the beginning of the game. You know, we're not down in the beginning of the game, so we just got to come back and do our best, and they did. They showed up.
They absolutely did. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, the Purple Pickles are the Ponytail minor champions.
I just want to say, you know, we've taught them to be, you know, aggressive, smart, but aggressive. And they asked third baseman if she wanted to make the winning. Do you want to be aggressive or do you want to be passive and let it come in? She goes, I want to go for it. I want to go. And I think that's our team's motto this year. We just really wanted to go for it.
Well, they came through and they're already clearing out because there's game 2 of the doubleheader coming up. And I'll be taking photos of the lineups here. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here and thank you for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports Live from Lions Park. Game 2 of our doubleheader will be starting shortly, and that will be the Majors champion Ponytail softball. We'll see how the 10, 11, and 12-year-olds do as they take the field here at Lions Park in Benson. Signing off on behalf of John Berger, Codeman, Cody Ethel, back in the studio. I'm Jeff Davenport. Game 2 of the doubleheader starting shortly. Stay tuned to the award-winning Cool FM Sports as Game 2 of the doubleheader is underway momentarily.